It's all right. What's going on here? Oh, hiya, Craig. I'm having video issues here. Can you hear me? Thanks for dropping by anyway. Yeah, I've just been having like so many issues. Like the camera went off, then it came back on, and then I don't know. Oh, that's good. That's good. I didn't know if I was talking to myself or not. I don't know if we'll get many people watching, to be totally honest with you. It's first live I've done, so but I appreciate you dropping by. I do. Did you get that diff sorted out yesterday? That made me laugh, that, when you put it in the wrong way. Oh. Hey JD, YB, hey Big Al. Evening all. I don't know if I was expecting anybody to drop by at all, so. I can't get my camera set up so you can see my face and the car at the same time, but I'm sure you'd rather see the car than my ugly mug anyway. But as long as you can see everything and it's clear, that's the main thing. Got my coffee, so I'm all right. How is everybody? Yeah, I was having issues. I couldn't get my camera to go in portrait or horizontal, and it was, I don't know, it was vertical. Then I was trying to get it to go horizontal, and yeah, having loads of issues. Oh, just got off work. Nice one. Yeah, I've had a week off this. I've had a week off work this week, so I'm well chuffed. I haven't done much, but it's just been nice just to chill out for a week. Oh, no worries, Big Al. Thanks for dropping by, mate. Don't work too hard. I presume you're on till 10 o'clock then. Yeah, I saw your picture earlier, Craig, about you going out with the X-Max and the Max. I hope it went all right. I hope the X-Max survived. No worries, Al. No worries at all, mate. So, so yeah, Craig. So yeah, went all right. So I've got the Asuga on the bench because, well, I started taking this apart about, oh God, it was about a week ago. I was going to give it a full service. I was having diff issues. So I've already sorted the front diff out because it was making some really bad noises. But all it was, it just needed shimming and I needed to replace the diff housing. And then the front diff now is so smooth. It's really nice. But the rear diff needs taking out and it needs some more diff fluid putting in it, and it needs greasing as well. So I'm going to take the rear diff out of this. I've also got some upgrades for this as well. I've got some more Adu Racing, nice shiny bling to go through the whole thing. So before I only had, I think, the top mount and this little bottom bit here, but now I've got the whole thing. So this should really stiffen it up. But I've left the plastic bit here because I'm thinking if it does break, the plastic there is going to break, and that's dead easy to change. When these plastic bits here break, which they do quite a lot when I crash it, they're a nightmare to get into. You have to take everything out to get into these screws because they sit really low down. So I'm hoping this will hold up really well. And if anything breaks, it's that bit there, which is really cheap and easy to change. Hopefully, that's the theory. Cheers, Al. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. So yeah, I think first thing we do, we just crack on with the getting this rear diff out. It should be pretty straightforward, hopefully. I'm hoping so anyway. I'm going to take the... has anybody else been working on any cars today, or got any problems, any breakages? Hiya, Grum, you alright? Thanks for dropping by, mate. That MT8 of yours, Grum, really likes the water, doesn't it? I'm hoping I can just, usually to get the diffs out of these Corrales out of the Asuga is dead easy. It's just getting the sway bar out of the way, and then hopefully it's just these two screws here and then two screws underneath, and this should pop out, and it's dead easy to get the diff out. That's in theory, but it doesn't always work like that. Hey up, Chris. Thanks for dropping by, mate. Now, this is actually probably my first proper live I've ever done. So you'll have to bear with me because I think I'm used to doing videos and then just editing afterwards. So it's kind of a bit new to me. It's the silence, which is weird, to be totally honest with you, because when I watch lives, I can hear whoever's doing it talking. All I can hear is myself talking. And I get sick of my own voice, so I hope you guys don't. I think the MTA hears siren calls like the sailors used to. Yeah, if nobody's checked out Grum's channel, check his channel out. I watched his video earlier as MTA. It spent more time in water, I think, than in the air, but cracking video. I need to put my glasses on. I'm trying to read the comments and I can't see them. I don't know where I've done my glasses. 2 secs. Glasses. Oh, is it good? That's better. Hi all, RC804. Thanks for dropping by. Just working on the Asuga. Going to take this rear diff out, work on that, and then I've got some upgrades to put on this Asuga. It's already full of upgrades, to be totally honest with you. I've got all I do racing, shock towers, I do racing, hinge pin holders, and I've actually got Captain Cud of RC. He's a YouTuber, but he does hinge pins, and I've got some hinge pins off him. And when I took the front ones out and the rear ones out, absolutely straight, which I can't believe because I've been bashing this car really hard all winter. But they're really good. Cheers, Chris. Yes, mate. Yes. I know it just feels really strange doing a live. It does, but thank you to everybody for dropping by. Really do appreciate it. I'll try not to swear as well because that won't be good, will it? Oh God. Hey, Captain, I was just talking about you. That is so strange. I was just saying how good your hinge pins are. I've got the Asuga at the moment, and I took the front apart the other day, and this has been bashed all winter, and those hinge pins were still straight as an arrow, proper straight. Thanks for dropping by as well. Right, let's get this diff casing out, and then we can have a look at the actual diff itself. I'm hoping there's no damage on it. I think it just needs kind of servicing, refilling and re-greasing, and maybe re-shimming. Hey up RC for you, us. Nice to see you there. Thanks for dropping by. Like a horror story. If you say my name 3 times, I shall appear. That was very weird, was that? No, it is awesome. Really is awesome that those pins are still holding up. I've got them in my Kagama and the Asuga as well. And yeah, they've held up really, really well. Yeah. Oh, there we go. So as you can see, that was pretty easy to get that out. And this diff's not looking very good. It's looking a little bit worse for wear. But like I said, I've run this car all winter. And it's done really well, really well. I've hardly broke anything on it at all. But yeah, the diffs, I don't know if you can see that, but that diff definitely needs some TLC. It's looking a little bit not good. Let's get rid of this for a sec. Hey up, Matt. Nice to see you, mate. Thank you for dropping by. Hope you're well. Cheers, RC, for us. Appreciate that. Have you managed to get out yet, Matt, with that car of yours? So I've got a question for everybody actually, because I've just put a poll on my channel, but I'm going to get one of the new here in the UK, only released, I think they came out today or tomorrow, the new, either the Big Rock or the Granite. So I was kind of wanting the granite because I've never had a granite. I've had a big rock before, but the poll is saying big rocks. So what do you guys think of those new 223S ones? The Typhon was all right, but I love the look of the big rock. But I've never had a granite, like I say. So yeah, the granite does appeal to me. Oh, that's a shame, Matt. Still not get out. Hopefully, weather will turn. It's been all right up here today, actually. It's been blue skies up in Yorkshire. Been working on the Punisher 4 today. The alignment was all over the shop and fitted the skeeter adjustable motor mount. Does that fit then, Chris? Does that fit nice? RC4 has got new arms coming. Big rock. I've got the Vortex and I'm getting a big rock soon. Nice. Do you like the Vortex? I've never had a Vortex either. Big rock for me. I like the look of it. Ah, right, okay. Hopefully you get out then, Matt. Get that speed that you're after. Yeah, I do. The thing with the 223S range is I just think they should have stuck with the original electronics personally, because with that Typhon, it was all right. It just felt like it was not as fast as the original 3S stuff. I remember having the Senton original 3S BLX and the Big Rock, and they just felt really good, really fast. And that Typhon, I enjoyed running it, don't get me wrong, but it just felt like those electronics were holding it back. Maybe not so much the motor, but definitely the ESC. But I'm thinking if I get the Big Rock to stick in a Hobby Wing 120 and run it on 4S, and because obviously the diffs are a lot better than they used to be, and the centre diff especially. Yeah, this diff feels empty. It feels really empty. But the gears look absolutely fine. So that's which is good. RC4 us, yeah, I do enjoy it though. I tried running the stock 3100 kV motor on 4S, but the motor didn't like that. Yeah, I know, I bet it got really hot, didn't it? Should have kept the 100 amp ESC, yeah, definitely, 100%. I like the granite more. The wheelbase and width of the Big Rock is too similar to too many others cars that you already have and might be too similar. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Captain. I was kind of thinking that because I've had the Senton, I had a Big Rock before, and they're the same chassis, I believe. Whereas the Granite is more of a stunt truck, isn't it? Which I kind of like. Do JD and run it on 4S anyway. Yeah, I think I saw that. I'm sure I saw that video today. They were flying. More blew up, yeah. Yeah, I saw Derby City do that RC for us, and I've seen a few other people put 4S batteries in, and it works absolutely fine. But what I was thinking was if I've got a spare Hobby Wing 120 G2, and I'm thinking that I'll probably work all right with that motor, and just see how it does on 4S. God, this diff is manky. Definitely needs a clean. So yeah, I mean, like I say, my poll, most people have said Big Rock, but I am thinking granite. I really am. I do like the look of the granite. I think it just, and I've like I said, I've never owned one before. And I think if I was to get a big rock, I'd rather get the 6S one, to be totally honest with you. Fits perfectly, mate, the Skeeter motor mount. Yeah, I thought it would, Chris. Like I say, is it still a bit awkward though? Because it's like it doesn't screw from the top, does it? You still have to take it out to change the pinion and put the motor in, or am I wrong? Melted the motor wire off. Brilliant RC for us. What colour am I thinking? I think if I got the granite, I was looking at the blue one. It depends what options we have here in the UK. We tend to, we don't get as many cars in. So it just depends what they've got in stock. And if I do get the big rock, I was thinking the blue one. I really like the blue colour. Although the green looks all right as well, to be fair. But there's a load of like new cars coming out, which I'd really like to get. So it's hard. And I also wanted to get one of the Groms as well to review. But again, they've been out of stock. I think they've come back in stock now. My only issue is they still have composite diffs on the 3S Armour range. Yeah, I mean, the centre diff is more or less full metal, which is it's a nice centre diff, Chris. And I think it's the ring and pinions are now more or less the same as they have on the 4S, but yeah, it's the internals in it on the front and rear diffs. That's same as what it used to be. RC for us, I've had the worst luck with the 6S cars, especially in an EXP. I always break the upper hinge pin holders and chassis brace, then it bends my chassis. Yeah, the Mojave Grom does look epic, doesn't it, Chris? Especially, I like that little the silver and black one. Right, I'm just gonna have to put this cat out because he's clawing at the leg. Come on. Go on then. But yeah, that's one car that I've never owned. I've never actually owned an Armour 6S. I've had loads of different cars in the past. I've had Armour 4Ss, Armour 3Ss, but never had an Armour 6S. I've always had the Corrali 6Ss mainly, and then older cars. I've had old HPIs in the past and stuff like that, but none of the Armour. The only Armour 6S that kind of appeals to me is the Notorious or the Outcast. I like stunt trucks. And I wish Corrali would bring out a short wheelbase stunt truck. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I stick with the 4S Armours now that I sorted out how not to break the chassis 2 years on my V2 and yet to break a V2.5, even my crappy driving. Yeah, my last 4S Armour RC for us was the Outcast 4S V2, was still with the slipper clutch, and I broke, I think it was either 4 or 5 chassis on that car, and I even had the centre chassis brace as well. And it was a bit of my bad driving, but some of the times I changed the chassis, had gone out, and it broke within like 5 minutes just on the normal jump. But I think they have fixed that with the 2.5s, haven't they? Yeah, it does look absolutely ace, Grum, the Black Mojave Grum. Grum. Yeah, I know, I'd like a Grum, I really would. Chris, my issue with the 6S trucks from Armour, and by the way, I love them, but they need buying twice in the sense you have to upgrade a lot. Yeah, I suppose it's like a lot. It depends what you're doing with them, but yeah, absolutely. I mean, I like upgrading stuff, but you know, the XBs should be tough out of the box, shouldn't they? Craig, I love my Armour 6S. You're right. That 6S, I forgot what it's called now. What you've got, that's awesome. Is that car? I really like that. The stretched. Yeah, my favourite is Notorious, Chris. Yeah, definitely. The 6S hinge pin mod. Oh, is that for the MT8? Ah, right. Okay. So is that the what mod is that RC for us then? Is that actually changing the actual hinge pins themselves or the hinge pin holders? That's it. Yeah. Cheers, Craig. Italian XL. Yeah, I love that car. One of the lads that I bash with, Dave. He's got his Italian. It's all M2C now, and that's an awesome car. I love racing him against that car. I mean, that's my favourite. I do like jumping and sending cars, but down at the BMX track, just racing against each other, that's kind of my favourite thing to do with an RC. Couple of you at the BMX track, no kids about, and just racing each other around. It's awesome. Well, that was not too bad. Cleaned all that out. It looks really good. To be fair, that's one thing I've never had go on this Asuga. I've never had a diff fail on the, and this is absolutely fine. It just needed refilling and re-greasing. So I'm going to put 50,000 in this because I've got, in the centre, I've got 500,000 and a little bit of silicon earplugs. And in the front, I've got about 70,000. So I'm going to stick 50,000 in the rear. Try to do this without making a mess. Ah, right, okay, I get your RC for us. Nice one. Yeah, I do like the M2C stuff, but to be honest with you, with this, when I bring the car back up, I do racing stuff. It's been all right on my. That's the only problem with some of the Crowley stuff. The M2C do some stuff for it, but it's not like they don't do everything. So a lot of the times you have to kind of go elsewhere to get upgrades for the Crowley stuff. There's a guy in Holland, Eric van Rivenstein, I think it is, and I've got a few of his upgrades, but and they've been really good, to be totally honest with you, but they're not cheap. So yeah, I do racing stuff. It's all right actually. I'm kind of like 50-50 on them because in some ways they're kind of just copying the stuff like M2C do and some of the other guys. But in other ways, you know, if you can get stuff a little bit cheaper and it works well and nobody else is doing the same stuff, then, you know, you've got to give it a go, haven't you? Yeah, I know you run yours on AS, don't you, Craig? Yeah, well, that's it. If a bearing goes on you, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, I do think, I don't know what you guys think, but I do think Corrales sometimes get quite a bit of stick, really. And yeah, they're not perfect, but I don't think any RC company are perfect. But um, I think for us in the UK as well, Corrali, you know, the prices are really good, like really good. And I think that's what got me to get the 6S Corrales. It was that price, you know, you're quite a little bit cheaper than the Armour 6S's. It's what, like 150 quid cheaper, and like the 4S is over 100 quid cheaper as well than the Armours. So it's, but I do think they do get a little bit more stick than they should do, really. Well, I put too much in there now because I'm not concentrating. I'll let that settle down a minute. Yeah, I see for us. Yeah, I found the same. I use MTC as much as I can, but gearbox and hubs, I go elsewhere. Yeah, absolutely. Cheers for that link. Thank you. crash and bash. The arms are crap, but the rest of the truck is solid. What truck are you talking about? Are you talking about the Asuga? Chris, don't matter where you get your upgrades as long as you're happy with them and it works. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. RC for us in the USA parts are somewhat difficult to get. Nobody stocks stuff for Crowley. Yeah, I've heard that. I think you can get them direct from Crowley, but unless you're ordering like quite a few stuff, then it's not worth it, is it? If you just need one thing, hopefully, I think there's going to be. There was talk of A-Main doing Crowley stuff, wasn't there? Whether that'll transpire or not, I don't know, but I'm sure I read somewhere that A-Main were going to be starting doing Crowley stuff, which will be better for you guys, definitely. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard a few people say that about the Asuga, Craig. And I'll be honest with you, when I first got my Asuga, I broke, I think, 2 or 3 top arms. I've not broke an arm on my Asuga for about, it must be at least 3 or 4 months. No lie, someone drove their armor Creighton straight into it at a meet-up in Leeds. And yeah, it did break, but that he drove straight into it. So, but apart from that, yeah, I've not broken an arm for ages. I don't know. I can't work out what I've done actually, to be honest with you, to prevent it because the top arms were breaking, but I've not broke a top arm from jumping or crashing for ages. The only thing I can think of is that I've got the metal top brace on now, and I don't have the top arms as tight as they used to be. They've got a little bit of movement in them, and I don't know if that's helping or not, but yeah, I've not broken an arm in my Asuga for absolutely ages. I'll go out this weekend now, I'll break one, I've said that, but yeah, I know a lot of people do have that issue. I'll see for us, yeah, like $7 arm is $10 to ship. Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it? It's not the actual price of the actual the part you need, it's the price of the shipping, it's flat shipping. The Harvey 6S arms fit perfectly on the Asuga. I didn't know that, Chris. Are you talking about the bottom arms or the top? I mean, to be fair, bottom arms, I've never had an issue with my Asuga with the bottom arms, but I didn't know that. RC for us, I've yet to break a Kagama 6 arm ever in over a year. I've brought one RC for us on my 6S Kagama, and that was a really bad jump. I mean, it was like, it hit, I jumped off the BMX track, and I don't know how high it was. I'm always like, I say 30 feet, it could have been 10, it could have been 20, but it landed really badly, and all it broke was the bottom arm. So, but yeah, that's the only time. His bottom arms we break. All right, Craig, that's interesting. Yeah, I've never broke. I think when I first got it, I might have broke one, but I've still got 2 spare bottom arms in my toolbox, so yeah, I've not had to change the bottom arm for a long time. Grum RC just ordered £400 of parts and 190 was shipping from the States. That's ridiculous, Grum. That's absolutely crazy. We have to pay tax on that as well, or is that including the tax? The MTA is going EXP, nice. What parts are they then, Grum, for the MTA? I don't know much about that car, but as I said earlier, the MTA is a really good value because everybody said it's crap, so now the price has really gone down on it. All right, nice one, Chris. I'll have to look into that then. I did not know that. Nice one. It might be worth me just getting a couple of them and just, if I do break one, try it, definitely. Red Cat parts. All right, Grum. Yeah, yeah. They're a direct fit, aren't they? Cheers, Joe. Thanks for that. What do you think about 70mm rear hinge pin for a Suga? To be honest with you, Becco, I use hinge pins what I got from Captain Kudavarsi over in the US, and they're the stock size, and I've not had one snap or bend on me, and I've been using them ages. But I presume with the 70 mm ones, you're talking about the ones that are designed for the Kagama with the upgraded hinge pin holders, are you? Yeah, I've seen Captain's Grum. Yeah, he likes his MT8, definitely. He does some awesome little upgrades, does Captain, definitely. Right, I've lost my holes now for my I forgot what I was doing on this diff now. Oh, there we go. Right, I've got it. I actually like, I'm a bit of a strange that way. I like working on my diffs, I do. I'll try not to put this in the wrong way either, Craig. No worries, RC Forums. Thank you so much for popping in. I do really appreciate it. Don't work too hard, mate, and thank you very much again. Sorry, Craig. I couldn't help it. You had me in stitches yesterday after you'd done that because like you got it all back together and then I was like, no. To be fair though, you can't really do that on the Corelli because you can't put the diff in the wrong way. Obviously, there's a groove there for it, so I can't really make that mistake. Yeah, I know. I'm realizing that now because I'm trying to chat and yeah, I'm kind of forgetting what I'm doing with this. One thing that I really am impressed though with Corelli cars is the I forgot what they're called now. It's gone. The drive cups, the sprung steel drive cups are so good. They're just, I mean, I remember getting my first Corelli, which was a Shogun, which was quite a few years ago, and it had the black ones, which they've put on the new 4S range. And I remember them eating away quite quickly. I've still got them actually. I don't throw stuff away for some reason. A bit of a hoarder, but yeah, I've still got them, and they really kind of like eat away. But these, absolutely brilliant, absolutely fantastic. So has anybody? Oh, I know you've been out today, Craig. Anybody else been out today, or? I'm hopefully getting out on Sunday with a couple of cars. And like I say, hopefully getting one of the new Armours delivered for Saturday, but we'll see. I've still not decided which one. I think I'm going to get the Granite though. I do like the Big Rock though. It's a really hard one. I'll probably make my mind up when I'm on the website. Or I might have a drive up to Model Sport because I'm only like, I think, half an hour, 40-minute drive from Model Sport in Otley, so I'm not far away. So, and I do like going up to the shop itself. That feels a lot better. 1,000 times better that. Do you guys all have like local hobby shops or you mainly use online? I suppose it depends where you live really, doesn't it? But because I do prefer, if I can, go into a shop. I was really impressed actually when I was working down the south of England in Birmingham, and I was near Wheelspin, and that's where I got my Typhon from. I'd never been in there before, and that's an awesome little shop. I really like how they've got the stuff out, and the guys were really friendly as well, really helpful. Polishing my Acura for the JDM car meet this weekend. Nice. What kind of car meet is it then, Captain? Is it like classic cars or like modified cars? Right, that's all sorted, is that? That wasn't too bad. Right, let's get this back in the car and then I can start putting some nice bling stuff on this. Start putting some nice blingy stuff on this Asuga then. Where's that? There we go. Right, this has gone far too well so far. I've got that together. Something's going to happen in it. Right, I need to get that grease out of there and put some fresh grease in because that's absolutely filthy. I think this car's probably the cleanest it's been since I actually bought it. It's but yeah, it's still the original chassis on here. Original shocks. The only thing I've done with shocks is I've got some M2C pistons in here, and that does really make a difference. These shocks work a lot better with those pistons. But yeah, it's I love this car. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, just get some grease. Right, let's see how easy this goes back in. It shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. Ah, perfect. Oh no, yep, there we go. That was too easy, that. Craig crash and bash just over 2 hours to my nearest shop. Wheel spin about 80 miles. Wow, yeah, that's a bit of a long round trip, that. Captain could have RC. There's two this weekend. Saturday's a Japanese car, mate. Some old, some new. Sunday's a bit of everything. Oh, nice. I do like a good car, mate. I haven't been to one for years, but I really do like them. They have a few near me, kind of north from here, near York and Pickering. They usually have some really good car shows, especially like the old stuff. My car is just a 2012 Acura TSX CUT with a few carbon fibre modifications I've personally crafted. Nice. What is that? Oh, right. I'm gonna have to apologise if I say so. Is the Acura? Is that not Toyota? It's Japanese, though, isn't it? I have heard of it, but I just can't kind of picture what it is. It's probably not Toyota, though, is it? I've probably just made that up, but. What's that, Becco? I'm a big fan of your channel. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that, mate. Why are you gearing a Asuga 13 tooth? The reason I do my Asuga as a 13 tooth is well, the main reason is because I'm using the bigger wheels and tires. So I'm using the ones that were on the Skeeter and what are on the new 4S line. So they're quite a bit bigger than the stock tires. And I just find for me, I run it on 17 tooth and it was, I mean, it was just crazy fast. But yeah, on the 13 tooth pinion, it just, I like the way it runs. But to be honest with you, I might, in the summer, put it up to a 15 or a 14 maybe, just to help it backflip a little bit. It does backflip, but you have to kind of go up quite a steep ramp to backflip it. So I might put a 14 tooth in it and try that. But yeah, on 17 tooth, it was just too fast. I was just breaking tires and wheels like there was no tomorrow, cracking tires and wheels. But I might try the wheel extenders and put my Harvey tires on it and then run it at probably a 15 tooth as well. So a few bits I might do with this, but yeah, I like the way it runs on 13 tooth. Ah, right, Honda. Sorry, apologise, Captain. Honda. I knew it was Japanese, but yeah. Right, let's move this out of the way. I should have took these off really, but I can get away with just leaving it on. And then hopefully get this over here. Drop this in. Oh god, I always struggle to get this back in. I got it out, no problem at all. Right, let me just, all fingers and thumbs. Ah, there we go, perfect. Right, get that back in there. Make sure my shims are all right. There we go, perfect. That's better. Feels a lot nicer now, a lot smoother. Similar to a Honda Vapor. What's a Honda Vaporgram? I don't know what Honda Vapor is. RC Team CVG, greetings from Italy. Greetings, thank you for joining us. We're just working on the Asuga at the moment. Just changed the rear diff, put some 50,000 diff fluid in it, re-greased it, and that's all gone back in there pretty well. And then we're just going to start really building this car back up with the new upgrades I've got. And yeah, that's in the right way, so that's good. I'm sure you're hoping, Craig, that I put it in the wrong way, weren't you? Let's get them screws back in first. Whatever it is, it sounds fast. Yeah, it does sound fast for them. I bet you were, Craig. I bet you were checking, mate. Right, I've lost the screw here. I do this every time. I put my screws down, and I've lost the screw, and I've tried to be so organised. I know you guys can't see, but down here, I've got everything laid out, really nice and organised. I thought I'd put all my screws where I needed it, and I misplaced the screw. It just happens every time, doesn't it? Always lose something. What have I done with it? No, that's gone. Oh, what have I done with that? I've got some spare anyway, so got the spare box. I imagine everybody else has one of these little boxes, don't they, when they have little screws in it and bits and bats. And I'm sure I've got one the same size as that. I don't know what I've done with it though, because I put them all together. Yeah, no, I definitely lost that. Probably put it into some tissue or something. So hopefully I've got one. I've got another tub of screws as well if it's not in this one. No, it's too big, too small. Ah, come on. Aha, perfect. There we go. Oh, yeah, on the tub. Oh, where's that screw come from? Oh, what have I done here? Yeah, you're right, on the screw box, on the toolbox. So where's this one come from? Oh. I've got extra screws now. I've got 4 screws. Right, wait a minute, let me think. I've only taken I don't know what I've done here. One of the sexiest economy cars, in my opinion. That's funny, Captain. Yeah, right. I've got more screws than I need now because how have I done that? Right, I've only taken them 2 off the bottom, which I've got down here. Oh, for the right. Okay. Yeah, right. I'm all good. I've worked it out. But well, no, I haven't actually because I've put the wrong screw. Right, okay, yeah. I know what I've done now. I've got my screws for the sway bar mixed up with the ones that go into the diff housing. But that's right, that's right, is that? 'Cause that's nice and long. Right, I've got it. I've got it. Right, and then it was going so well, Craig. Yeah, it was going too well, mate, wasn't it? But it's all right. We're all good. We're all good. To be fair, I think sometimes there's that many screws that are the same size, and you know, as long as it goes in, it'll be really worth it. I mean, I try and stay organized, but I don't know about anybody else, but it's kind of really hard because I mean, with this car, I know where everything goes on this car, and I can kind of do this with my eyes closed. But when you get a new car and you take all the screws out and you kind of try and put them in, I tend to usually leave. So like if I'm taking like I've got what have I got? Yeah, so I've got the center brace here, so I've left like the screws in here, so I know where they are, which is great, which you can do. But sometimes when it's all loads of different screws off a new car, you just just a bit of pot luck into it, but we'll get there in the end. So is there any new cars that anybody's excited about getting or that's coming out? It's kind of weird, isn't it, this time of year? It's like a lot of the cars came out just before Christmas. And I think as well, it seems to be like a lot of cars coming out at the moment, don't know what everybody else thinks. It seems to be just rehashes of older cars or upgrades of older cars, a bit like the Armour 3S range is coming out, the Armour 6S range is coming out. There's nothing really majorly different. It's just a rehash of, or try to make it a little bit better and a little bit more expensive as well. Right, that's all back in there now. That's good. So I need to get the new, so this is the new bling that I've got. So that bottom bar there is actually from Eric van Reinstein. I've probably murdered his name, but who's over in Holland. That's from him. And the top brace is from him as well. Really nice piece of aluminium, really nicely cut, 7075. And then, but that's all he does. He doesn't do these bits here. So these I got from, like say, I do racing, and they seem all right, to be totally honest with you. The only thing I'm a bit on the original plastic ones. Where are we? Yeah, on the original plastic ones, it goes in four. It's got 4 holes, whereas this one it only goes in, well, 2 there and 3 at the rear. Whereas the plastic ones has 4 screws in and 4 screws in. So, but I'm hoping it does all right. I'll turn this around actually, because so you can see the front. Christopher, I'll see him. I've got 2 coming. I need a rehab. Yeah, it gets ridiculous, doesn't it? Because it's just I have to kind of stop sometimes and like, right, yeah, spend time with the family, or I can't look at RC all the time. But I suppose a lot of you guys, the same as me, you work full time, so it's it's hard to kind of get that right balance, isn't it? But yeah, it is addictive, but it's better than going out to the pub every night, isn't it, or whatever. So it's a healthy hobby, I think. Gets a little bit unhealthy when you're screaming about RC cars, but but yeah, there's a few cars that I really want. The Outcast AS is one that I would love to get that car. I think that car, something about it, I just really like the look of it. Oops. And some of the lossy cars as well, I really like the look of. I don't know tons about them really, so right, you have to get this on first. That goes under there, and this then just oops. Right. I've left the screws in here, and so it's not going to come right. Having issues with screws today. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. Yeah, definitely. Well, like I said, I've got a week off this week, so I'm doing this tonight, this live stream, getting this sorted, and then tomorrow and Saturday is just family time, and then yeah, Sunday probably go out Sunday morning with cars, meet up with a couple of lads and have a bit of a bash. Then unfortunately back to work's Monday, but oh, this fits really nicely, to be fair. Goes in there really nice. I've just got to remember to make sure that I put stuff in the right order, because I don't want to be taking screws out and having to put stuff back out and back in, but I think I'm doing it in the right order. Fingers crossed. Right, and then I need a bit of Loctite to get this in. But yeah, that fits really nice. Really nice. Where's my Loctite? There it is. Craig, I've got my wife to actually have a go of a few last week. The Italian, the X-Max and the Slash. She prefers the Slash. Yeah, I keep saying to Jo, my partner, I keep saying to her, you know, come out and have a blast with me. And I think she's a little bit tempted. She's a bit curious, but yeah. She'll probably be a better driver than me. Right, I'm going to get this screwed in from the bottom, I think. And I'm a little bit organised. I've got some of my screws here. But this is looking really nice, this. I love a bit of bling, but especially when it kind of strengthens up your car as well. But yeah, that looks awesome. Right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There we go. You even get these like gold screws with it as well. That's far too much Loctite, but never mind. Get that in here. I did used to run titanium screws on the bottom of my chassis, but I soon stopped doing that because they just kept on snapping. They did look cool when it, you know, with sparks and everything like that, but I just found with the titanium ones that the head snaps off really easily. Grum, I had the missus on the crossbow on the beach. I think she secretly wants a his and hers RC now. Yeah, brilliant, Grum, brilliant. All right, cheers, Chris. Thank you very much. Appreciate you dropping by, I really do. I'm going to speak to you also, hopefully live tomorrow night if you fancy. Cool, yeah, definitely pop in, try and catch you there. Bloody iPad tomorrow night, laugh out loud. Yeah, see you later, Chris. Take care, mate. Thank you very much. Appreciate you dropping by. Oh, God, I'm losing screws. You know what? I'm going to be lazy because I don't like using, but when it's going metal to metal and it's got Loctite on it, stuff it, it'll be neat. Right. Just prefers the slash. I'm getting Loctite everywhere. This ain't good. Oh, these gold screws look really cool, actually. I do like them. There we go. Perfect. I'm really surprised actually because every time I do wrenching here, because I'm actually in the like kitchen dining area here. The next door neighbour's dogs just start barking. Every time I do recording, they start barking, but it's been quiet tonight. Yeah, that's one thing I've never done, to be fair, Grum. I've never taken, I saw your video, obviously, of the FTX at the beach. I've never taken any RC cars to the beach. That's one thing I've not done. I mean, the coast for me is, well, the nearest is probably 2 hours. So it's a long way to go to run an RC, but I do fancy getting some paddle tyres and going to the beach. I think it'd be pretty awesome. It's just the cleanup afterwards that I'm not keen on. Whoa. So I hope you can all see what I'm doing. I think you can, can't you? I've got my little tablet here to try and see what I'm doing, but it took me, honestly, no word of a lie, it took me about an hour to get the camera in the position that I was happy with. But like I say, it was either my ugly mug or the car, so it's definitely better to see the car. Right, there we go. That's looking good. Right, I'm just going to have to let my cat in because he's wailing at the door like a banshee. Come on then. Oh, God. Oh, right, there we go. Well, yeah, I'm actually impressed with how well this does fit in, to be fair, because I wasn't sure. Right, I need to find the other screw that goes in here. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Right, I need to get the screws in the back of here. Which I'm going to use the electric screwdriver for this. There we go. Which would you say is the easiest car you guys work on? For me, it probably is. The Asuga is probably one of the easiest ones that I find. There we are, nice. I'm going to stick the wing in next, to be fair, get that in there before I put anything else in, because it's a bit awkward. Although, no, you know what, I'll leave the wing. I can do that later. I'm using the Garage Life RC wing mount, and that's been really good. Really impressed with this, actually. Not broke it yet, anyway. Right, I need to get the diff in now, don't I? Centre diff. I think. Yeah, this needs to go in first, I think. That's one thing I've never broke on a Corrali. Either I've never broke the motor mount. And this motor, believe it or not, is, I think, nearly 3.5 years old. Because when I bought this Asuga, I bought it as a roller, and this came with my original Shogun, which was about 3.5 years, 4 years ago, I'm sure. So that motor's done really well. What are you doing? Hey, you can't come up here. No, Willow. Oi, go on. Oi. Bloody cat. Right. What am I doing now? Yeah. Get this motor mounted. Right, sorry about, you know what, I think you guys are actually commenting, and I've just lost like loads and loads of comments for some reason. 2 secs, my comments aren't coming up. I thought I was talking to myself then. Sorry about that, guys. 2 secs, let me just go back onto it. There we go. I really apologise for that, because there I missed like shitloads of comments. Ordered some Grumasi, ordered some stainless screws from AliExpress. Hopefully they will be better than factory. Yeah, I used to, I don't know with screws. I think, I tell you who do decent screws. I know, I don't know if he's still watching or not. Matt, he bought some, racing ones, and I think he said they were really good quality. But they weren't that expensive either. It's great fun. Clean down is a pain, and salty water for the corrosion. Yeah, that's what puts me off running at the beach. But I suppose if you clean it down well afterwards, I'd take the RC in WD-40 before taking it through. Yeah, yeah. Them bits do look really nice, don't they, Captain? I do like a bit of bling. I know you don't always need it to be blingy, and that's why I've left a bit of plastic as well, just to kind of give it that, it's hopefully it'll break in the areas where I want it to break, if that makes sense. Gramarcy, any car except the crossbow in my collection is good to work on. Yeah, the crossbow. I mean, I think I did 7 videos on the crossbow Grum. And I really like the car. I've got a soft spot for that car, but yeah, it is a nightmare to work on. Try to change the diffs or change the pinion either. It's really hard. Captain, my Arrival MTA is the easiest to have to work on. It's such a super simple design. Yeah, it really does actually. It's one of those cars that I keep thinking, should I get one? I mean, I think the price in the UK was like stupidly low just before Christmas. Kitty Cam. Yeah, cats are funny. He's a little bugger. He's an absolute nightmare. He's a terror. He adopted us in lockdown. So when it was lockdown, I was off work for about 4 months, and the garden looked amazing. It doesn't now. It looks horribly like a jungle again. But I did have, and he just turned up one day, got stuck up our tree in the garden. Rescued him, nearly killed myself. We gave him a little bit of food, and that's it. He's been here ever since. But he does what he wants, and he goes out when he wants, and he doesn't stop eating. He's just sat looking at his food ball right now. he's a little nutter. I mean, I'm a dog person. I love dogs, but yeah, he's all right. He's just a little git. You can't play with him. He just claws you and bites you. Right, I hope my messages come up now, because yeah, they are. That's good. Because I didn't see messages. I was talking myself there for about 10 minutes, but I can see them now. I keep putting off the pinion change in the crossbow. Yeah, it's not too bad, Grum. I mean, I mean, to be fair, changing the pinion's actually not that bad, because there is a way you can actually just get that motor out with that one screw and just pull the motor through. But it's just a little bit awkward. The pinion change isn't actually that bad, but if you want to try and change the slipper clutch, or trying to get into the center diff, or change the spur gear, yeah, it's a long process. It really is. But yeah, I like the FTX crossbow. I mean, it's weird because I did 7 videos on that, and I've had a few comments, people saying, "Oh, you're lying about it, and it's absolutely a horrendous car and all this," And I'm like, well, if it had been horrendous, I would have said it was horrendous. I didn't get it for free; I paid for it. And yeah, it's got some weak points, but for the money, I think it's and no RTR is ever perfect out of the box. But yeah, I don't think it helps. I'm not going to say, but there's a video out there somebody's done recently saying it's the worst RC car ever, and it's like, well, it's not. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, it's we'll agree to disagree on that. What's that, Nathan? Midnight last night, my cat decided she didn't like the lamp on the. Yeah. Oh yeah, he does that as well. Yeah. If he wants your attention or wants to wake you up, then he starts knocking stuff off. His favourite place is on top of the dressing table, and trying to knock anything he can get his paws on. Yeah, I can't remember, Grum, where I think you do have to move the ESC, don't you? Because it's quite close. I think though, if you've still got the stock motor in the ESC, I'm sure you've got room there to kind of wiggle it out. It's just a bit awkward, and it's a bit awkward to get it back in. So yeah, you're probably right, removing the ESC. Yeah, that's a good idea, Grum. Yeah, and the CVDs work on the rear. I know that there's a few guys out there with a crossbow that have using shorter dog bones, and they say that that works a lot better. So, because I think they are a bit too long, and that's why they're breaking. I broke, I think, 2 dog bones on it, which wasn't too bad, but I think that's why they're actually breaking, because they're too long, and it affects obviously the camber of the car. Long one in the front and short one in the rear. Get this centre diff in. That's I thickened that up. I think I put actually more than half a ear plug in it. I think I put a full ear plug in that actually, but it's nice and thick. Oh no, I'm forgetting something. Where's it gone? Where is it? Ah, there it is. Put in the right way. There we go. That's one thing with Corelli as well. I found I have had to change a few bearings, obviously, but the bearings do seem to last quite a long time. To be fair, they do all right. I should have put this in really before I put the motor mount in, because you can do it. It's just a bit awkward, but yeah, it's easy if the motor mounts out. To be fair, but we can still do it. There's a trick. There we go, and then should better just lift that up a little bit. There we go. There we are. Perfect. Why is that not going in there? Have I put that in the rock? No, I haven't, have I? Why didn't that want to go in there? Oh, what have I done? Right. Don't want to press down. Oh, Jesus. You know what? You're all probably laughing at me right now, aren't you? And I'm not looking at the actual. Yeah. I put it in the wrong way round. Craig's getting his own back from yesterday from me laughing at him. There we go. Perfect. Right, is that all right? No, probably not. Oh, I need to move the. This is the motor I used in my 4S, and I've moved it over, so I need to move that back before I can put that in. I need my 3mm screwdriver. There we go. Short dog bones with O-rings in the cups. Yeah, that's a good idea, Grum, yeah. Captain's laughing at me. I'm laughing at myself here. Right, let me just get into my toolbox a minute. What do I need? Not that. There we go. That's a good another design point actually with Corelli, that they've got these 3mm hexes a stock on the motor mount. Never stripped one of these. Right, I'm just going to turn that around so I can get my mesh right. Although I probably actually know, I'll get it all in first because I've put this plastic thing the wrong way around now as well. It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. Right. Where are we? There we go. My comments keep disappearing. There we go. Right. I think I said earlier as well, didn't I, that this is like the easiest car to work on, and that I know this is like and I think that's the problem. I'm a bit overconfident with this car, and I've taken it apart, put it back together that many times. Yeah. Right. I'm not double checking stuff, but it's an easy thing to fix. Get it around that way. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, it's just the bearing wasn't sitting in it. Let's get the top bit in first, actually, before, just so it can hold it down. And it'll be easier to screw in from underneath then. Where are we now? There we go. Perfect. I'm sure I'm oh, what's going on here? Okay, I'm just double checking I'm still actually live because my tablet just seems to be messing up. There we go. Right. Now this is a point where I'm trying to think now. I haven't forgot anything ever, because this is where I don't want to have to take everything else back out. Oh, shit. Right. All these back in here. Oh. Right, it's not meant to be a comedy, this, but I'm... Right, I'll get that out of the way. Get out of the way. Get that. Right. That was meant to keep it from doing that, and it's like, yeah, it's just all fallen out. Anyway, right. There we go. Perfect. Right, remember to hold it this time. Get that screwed in. Cheers, Captain. Yeah, I know. I thought that would help, and yeah, it obviously didn't. Right, there we go. That's probably the most fiddly bit done and over with anyway. That's in there nicely now. Let's just get this mesh done. I'm really funny with my mesh. I kind of like, I just have to go by sound now. And as soon as I hear the right sound, that's the only way I can do it anymore. But I think everybody, you know, different people like different types of meshes. I don't like mine too tight. I probably got a bit on the loose side. I think I've gone a bit too tight. I do find, I mean, mod 1 gears I find easier to get the right mesh than smaller gears. I hate like 38 pitch. Try to get the mesh on them is a pain in the... Just hold that up to the light, see what that's like. Yeah, perfect. Right. So I'm hoping now that this bit here fits, because obviously this is a different part to these, but I'm hoping it'll fit in nicely. Let's get rid of all that. Stand back. There we go. The nice man said a bad word. I set my welder up by here too. Yeah, I think it's like anything, in it. I mean, it's. I think it's just over time you get used to it. I mean, I haven't played in years, but I learned to play the guitar a long time ago. Never got really good, but when I first started, I could never tune my guitar by ear. I mean, I had to kind of just use a guitar tuner. But over time, I think you just acclimatise yourself to it, don't you? Great crash and bash set by sound and feel. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I obviously use a little bit of a feel to it as well. You can kind of feel it, can't you? I think you can sometimes overcomplicate it, can't you, as well? You kind of like, I think the more you do RC and the more you change over like pinions and stuff like that, it just does get a little bit easier. But I need to work out where, because the original, if you use the original piece, it's a lot thinner than the new piece what goes over here. So the plastic bit what fits on top of here you can't use anymore. So I've got these spacers which I think are the same thickness, but I need to work out if the spacers go on this side of the center brace or that side, if that makes sense. It does to me, but so this has to go on that way. No, it doesn't. It goes on. Yeah, it does. God, I need to remember now which way this goes on. I'm sure it's that way because that bit's longer and that bit's longer, so I'm sure that's how it goes. Take these screws out a minute. Oh, believe me, if I was on my own, I wasn't doing a live stream, I'd have probably swore a lot more times than this girl. Right. I'm hoping that's gonna. Oh, this is gonna be really fiddly, this bit. I hate fiddly bits. Oh, that's fallen off as well. Come on. Come on, Ben. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, take them out. Get that there. Oh, have I done that right? Yeah, it's got to go this way, right? Okay. Just see if that fits. Actually, I'm probably best screwing this. Keep forgetting where the camera is. I'm probably best screwing this bit in first, and then putting my screws in, and then putting the little spacers in. To be fair, I'm making things harder for myself, and I've made things really hard for myself now because I've put the motor in when I knew that the motor would get in the way of putting these two screws in. Right. Okay, motor can come out. There we go. Right, that out, that out. There we go. Move that out of the way. Right, now I can just get them screws in there. Screwdriver. The Craig's Crash and Bash, the X-Max is mod 1.5, so I could set that in the dark with the welding gloves on. Yeah, I bet actually, I bet. I suppose, like you say, the bigger the gears, surely the easier it is. Get my... I swear I might laugh out loud, it's fine. Yeah, I know, I know. Captain, I refuse to do live streams because my naughty word filter is broken and they don't make a replacement for it. Oh, brilliant. Beep, yeah. Right. There we go. I swear, this cat's doing my head in. He's just stood at the back door now. I want to go back out. Oops. Nice, that's gone in there nicely. Yeah, that's the only thing with the Asuga with the centre brace system. I mean, it's going to be awesome now, and it's going to be a lot stronger because that's here is where it used to fail. The plastic used to snap away there, so hopefully that will be a lot better. But to replace it, it is a bit of a mare because you do have to take a lot of this out. Even if you've got like rounded hexes, it's still. Oh, yeah, right. Right. Go. 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 Sorry about that. He closed the back of the chair just so you know that to get your attention that he wants to go out. Which ones are they? Yep. Never work with animals. Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ. It's just anytime, honestly, if you're not doing anything and you just relax lying down, it's fine. As soon as you start doing anything, he's a little monkey. He really is. But anyway, a monkey will probably be easy to look after. There we go. And then last one. But yeah, I was saying, sorry, this centre brace, really nice design, but awful design to actually get it in and out of the actual car. Is a bit of a pain. But yeah, I'm trying to get as many of my normal cars that I run ready for. We've got a meet on the 13th of March. Leeds RC Bashers, so try to get all my cars ready for that. Just to break them probably, but you know. Right, I don't know if these spacers are too. I'm gonna have to get a smaller spacer to put in there. I've got a box of spacers. I was a little bit prepared. There we go. I'm just hoping I've got one. I think, oh, to be fair, I think they were the thinnest ones. Oh no, I've got thinner ones here. Are they thinner? I don't know. Let's have a look. These are really handy, these actually. I can't remember. I got them from probably Amazon, but they're really handy. Oh, same size. Oh. No, right. I wonder if they will go in there. They do fit. It's just that's probably the best idea way to do it, but I'm sure I can get it in there. Oh no, because there's a gap there. It's weird, is that because let me think. Oh, you know what I've done as well? I'm gonna have to take this out. I'm such an I forgot to put my screws in into the other. Right. Oh. I thought you were chasing a raccoon off the porch with a broom. Working with animals is like negotiation with terrorists. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing over here. I mean, we don't really have that many. I mean, I think the worst kind of things we have is rats, to be honest with you. You see the odd fox, but they don't, and badgers, but they don't tend to come near the house. But yeah, rats is probably the worst thing you see out there. But because I've got an outdoor cat, the rats kind of stay away. But I quite like raccoons. I imagine if you live in the US, they're a bit of a pain. But you know, all the videos I see of them, they're like, you know, they're really like playful and stuff. But I imagine if you've got one in your back garden, it's probably not brilliant going through your bins and stuff like that. Come on, right. Right, screws for that. There we go. Just put the yeah, these screws you can't, that one you can get in, but this one here with the centre bracing you can't get in, which again is a bit of a pain, but there we go. It's the right size. Craze Crash and Bash on our local news that there's a raccoon dog on the loose around here. I didn't even know that was a thing. What's a raccoon dog? Never heard of that. Is that a Welsh thing, Craig? Or Captain Could've? Raccoons are a terrible near my house. They learned how to use a doggy door, and if we forget to lock it at night, they come in and rip everything apart. Wow. And snuck in. Oh my God, that's not good. Yeah, because they are intelligent from what I hear. You know, they are a pretty intelligent animal. And like you say, if they find a way in and they can get into food, then they will. But yeah, I suppose all you know, if you don't actually have to deal with them on a daily basis, all you kind of see is, you know, stuff that you see on the TV, and they're looking cute, but you know, again, like you say, if you have to worry about them getting into your house, that's not good. Right, I'm just going to put this in loosely this time, and then see if I can slide these spacers in. Yes, right, that's better. Okay, have I got it in the right side? Yeah, okay. That's it, perfect. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place, but you know, you live and learn, don't you? There we go. That's what I forgot to ask you, Craig. Watching your live yesterday, did you manage to find was it the screwdriver you lost, or? Oh, why is that not going in? Come on. Ah, perfect. Yes. Haha. Some actually worked there. So that was, don't draw. Ah, there we go. Got it in. Perfect. Grummer, that pesky screwdriver, yeah. Under the bloody laptop. Oh no. Oh, that's a pain. Oh, you know what? Let's electric. There we go. Perfect. Right. Now get these screwed in. Oh, that feels really, really nice now. That's definitely stiffened up that chassis. I mean, I have to be totally honest with you. This chassis probably has bent a little bit in the middle, but I think putting this in now is just kind of straightened it up. I was looking at the well, Crowley do a 7075 chassis, which I know are good because I had that on my Shogun, and that's a really strong chassis, and I've still got that, and it's still straight as an arrow. And I know I do racing do a 70751, but that's the only thing that I've heard bad about I do racing is their chassis, that they're not actually that good. So it's kind of put me off getting one of those. Hiya Chris, yeah, I'm still here, mate. I've been putting stuff back, and then I've had to take stuff back off because I've done it in the wrong order. Always happens, doesn't it? But I think I'm getting there now. But yeah, it's looking pretty cool. What did you have for your tea? Anything nice? I think we're having pizza and chips tonight, so. There we go. Curry chips and rice. Oh, nice. Nice. Alright, I need to find some more screws now because I'm running out of screws. Yeah, you missed cat gate as well, Chris. I've had to, well, the cats come in and out, then he came up here and then he was just, yeah, I had to throw him out. And then we started talking about raccoons, which I thought were really cute, but James was saying, Captain was saying, sneak through his dog door, which isn't good, and raid his kitchen. Oh, looks like I'm getting the coffee made as well, that's good. I've still got one, thank you. Captain, I'm doing some American barbecue ribs on the smoker tonight. Oh, nice. I do love ribs, especially when they smoke like that. Chris, well guys, you've heard it first here. I've got a 1/5 scale Kraken. Oh, wow. Oh, they look absolutely awesome to them Krakens. Absolutely awesome. I bet you are, mate. I bet you are. Raccoons sound like teenagers. Yeah, they do. Sneaking, raid food. A Kraken is going to be a fun adventure. Yeah, it is. Electric. Yeah, is it electric? I was just going to ask that. Cool. Yeah. No, they're awesome rigs. Absolutely awesome. I don't see many people, you know, running them on YouTube and stuff like that either, to be fair. Right, I'll get this motor back in again. I think this is the third time now I've had to take this motor, redo it. Right, that's perfect. There we go. I can always change the mesh a bit later, but that sounds good to me. There we go. Yeah, I think I've seen a few of Thunder's videos on this Kraken. It does look awesome. There's somebody else as well I've seen with a Kraken. Can't remember who it was now. Captain, yes, raccoons are like teens, sneak in, raid the kitchen and have a horrible stench. Yeah, I bet they do smell. I imagine that they do smell. Yeah, like I said, I think the only animal we really have to worry about in this country getting into his houses is rats. That's about it, really. Wild animal wise, we don't really have much over here anymore. I think some places they still have wild boar, but then apart from that, it's rabbits and squirrels and foxes. we don't have much really. Right, perfect. Oh, that's looking. I really like how this is looking now. Actually, just make sure that's yes. Seems all right. Right. Oh, this guy's as well. I will say this is the best battery mount I've ever used. It's Garage Life RC one, and it's just so flexible. I've been running this for ages, and it's really good. Honestly, really, really good. It does fit this as well in the new 4S, and it will attach to the 4S ESC as well. But yeah, really good. Right, that goes in that way, so I need to Chris, so that Rocky can drive. I hate park benches. Park benches are my kryptonite. Man, have you ever heard of Randy Squirrel? Jesus Christ, that's a racket. We don't get many squirrels around here for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, obviously, I live in South Yorkshire and I'm not from here originally. I'm from Leeds. And up in Leeds, I used to see them all the time, but I don't see any down here. I think they might eat them, to be fair, but I'm only joking. I'm only joking. He's on the forest behind him. Captain, we get coyotes towards the end of summer till the end of fall. The coons usually disappear around that time. Yeah, I don't blame them. Yeah, you have to be careful with coyotes with your dogs as well, don't they? You know, they will. Just fitted one myself, Ben, in the Punisher. All my chronic cards, I fitted them with way better than the stock. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, 100%. Really good, really good. We get amorous hedgehogs down here. Yeah, because you're in south of England, aren't you, Grum? I believe so, yeah. Yeah, a lot of hedgehogs. I haven't seen a hedgehog for years. I used to see them all the time when I was a kid, but I've not seen one for a long time. Nathan, rats are my arch nemesis at the minute. The downside of keeping animals, I suppose, but if you had a penny for every time I've nearly shot a chicken. Oh yeah, if you've got chickens, then oh yeah. Yeah, rats, yeah. It does attract them, doesn't it? Sunny Berkshire. It's nice down there. I used to work for a company down in Newbury, and I think that's, I might be totally wrong, but I'm sure that was down that way. But to be fair, I've lived all over the place. I've lived in southern England, southwest, Midlands, I think Northampton, Cambridge I've lived in for a little bit. Mainly work related, but also moving with family as well. So yeah, it's but I'm a Yorkshireman at heart. I love being in Yorkshire. It's kind of where my heart is. Right, I think I've got that lined up. We'll soon find out, and I think I've still got the screws for that. I'm hoping they're in here. Where's that one from? Because I should only have. Oh no, that's right. I should have. Oh yeah, 4. Yeah, that's right. That's good. Right, these two are the right ones. I do not know where them two are from, but we'll find out. And the way I usually do this is just stick my I was going to say something else. Stick the screwdriver through to find the hole. Oh, where's it gone? I do have this problem sometimes finding the right hole, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, come on. Where are you? Oh. Oh. Get a smaller screw, a smaller one. Can't find it. Oh. There we go. Should, hopefully. Yep, we've got it. Perfect. There we go. But yeah, I think the main reason I like running this battery tray as well on this particular car is because with it being with the Asuga being such a low body, it's really hard to get 2 3S batteries that'll fit in for the actual body to fit on. But the great thing about this is you can run longer and thinner batteries with this. It does give you a lot more space as well. But yeah, it's fantastic. Is this best thing I bought from Garage RC by far. Yeah, it is a small world run. Right, there we go. I think right, that's cool. Got that in there. Perfect. This is what I find the hardest. I should have put this in first, really. It's the ESC tray. And making sure I've got the right screw as well. It's got to be, so I've got 1, 2, yes, that one there. Move that out of the way, that out of the way. There we go. Oh yeah, you know what? I've never actually spoke to him, Chris. I've just literally just gone on, and ordered from him. But I do watch some of his videos. He started doing a few more videos, hasn't he? Garage Life RC. But yeah, he just seemed a nice guy. I mean, one thing I will say is when I've ordered anything, the delivery's been really good. So it's coming from the US, and the postage hasn't been that bad. But I bought a load of stuff. I bought a couple of these and some of the wing mounts when he had I think he had 50% off. Was it just before or just after Christmas? And yeah, so I thought, fill my boots kind of thing. I don't know if this screw's gone in there or not. Yes, okay. Right. There we go. Right, it's looking more like a car now anyway. ABC. ABC. There we go, perfect. Right, I think what I might do before I do anything else is I'm just going to connect up the receiver and servo and just make sure that's all working before I go any further, because knowing my luck, I've missed some or forgot some. It's come on. This is only one of the things I don't like about Karate. These bloody boxes, servo boxes, are a pain. Oh, come on. I always find this harder than it should be, but no, yeah. Oh, come on, go in there. Right, I'll tell you what, move that to one side. There we go. I made that a lot harder than it needed to be, but there we go. There we are, perfect. Right. Actually, I'll just get this screwed in so I can make sure the servo's working all right. My bashing spot is green and common. Nice. UK, AK. All right, yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah. Well, when I was down there, I was working for this was years ago, I was working for an insurance company down there, and I sold insurance to soldiers. So I went to a lot of like the army camps and some RAF bases as well. Hiya, RC Hotspot. Thank you for dropping by. Happy day, RC. Hello. Thank you so much for dropping in. Hope you're well. Grim RC, stick an armour one in, you can go swimming. Yeah, I think the problem with the corralling ones, because of the way they're designed, they actually have the servo sat. I've never actually thought about it whether you could get a third party or another type in there. To be fair, I mean they're really good when they're in there. They're really good. They hold your servo really well. They're just a pain when you have to change anything out. I'm currently working and listening. Brilliant. Nothing wrong with that. Craig, they are definitely the worst bit. I hate that receiver box, laugh out loud. Yeah, they are a pain. And the problem is as well, I run, where's it got? Oh yeah, I run these receivers for most of my rigs on one transmitter. They're Sanwa. Now, these are really good. I love these because they're fully waterproof, the actual receivers. They've got O-rings on the screws. They've got rubber surround, and it's also the boards are like conformally coated as well. They're really waterproof because, well, they 100% are. Because which car was it now? I ran into a river, yeah, and it was still fine. But even though they're not massive, they don't fit in here very well. I have to like shoehorn it in here, which isn't brilliant. Right. Oh. There we go. I don't think that really work. Why is that not working? Oh, come on. Come on. I'm sure I made this more hard than it needs to be. There we go. There we are, perfect. Right. I could put the other 4 screws in later. It's not an issue. So I just want to make sure that this is, before I go any further, just make sure it's all running fine, the steering's all right and everything. Yeah, that's right, Craig. It is, isn't it? So it's in that sense, I think it's quite a good design because it does keep your servo really tight in there. It's just the it's just the size of it, and obviously changing the wires and stuff like that as well. It's just a bit of a pain, but there's always got to be something to moan about, hasn't there? Nothing can ever be perfect. Right, there we go. Steering, yep. Plus and minus. I hate it when you just have black like that because I think that's your negative. I think. There we go. No, it's not. I always do this, put me the wrong way. There we go. That's it. Right. Cool. Right. Let's just get a couple of batteries and make sure that's working. Receiver. Oh. Switch that on. Make sure it's on the right car. No, it's not. I need it on Kronos Asuga. There we go. Just I mean, this should be absolutely fine. I've not really messed with the electronics. These were the electronics I did actually put in the 4S. So should be absolutely fine, but I hate that when it bangs. Right. That's fine. Make sure it sounds alright. Yeah, that's all good. Sounds nice as well. Perfect. All I need now for this though is I need a new body because the body is absolutely buggered. And I wanted a clear body so I could paint it myself, but nowhere's got any in stock. Even Crowley haven't got any in stock. So I think the best deal I saw actually, that's another good place I use actually. And they do ship to the US as well, rcspares.com. I know you've used them a few times, Chris, because I've seen them on your videos. And they're really lovely. I think they're based in Scotland. And they've got the green one. So I usually go for red on this car, but I think I might get the green one because my body is absolutely knackered. But yeah, that's all looking pretty cool. What do you think of the centre bracing then? Does look nice, doesn't it? What's your favourite Corolla? Well, mine's this one, Grum. This is by far my favourite. I love the Asuga. I mean, I can't remember how many videos I've done on this car. Yeah, I just love the way it drives, and the way it jumps, and the way it looks as well. I just think it's an awesome buggy. Craig, well, I only have one, the Asuga, but I'd say my favourite would be the Kagama 6S. I do like the Kagama, but I prefer how this actually. I like the Kagama for jumping and for stunts and stuff like that. It's epic. I mean, you can backflip it for fun. And stock out of the box, the Kagama 6S is really good. The only thing I would change on the Kagama out of the box is probably the tyre and wheels. I just think they're a little bit too soft. The 6S Badlands for me work better on the Kagama. But yeah, the Kagama's an epic truck, really tough. But yeah, this is definitely my favourite. Yeah, Laura, that's it. Yeah, I've spoken to her a few times. She's really helpful. And the good thing about RC Spares as well, I've messaged them a few times when they haven't had the parts in stock and they've either had the car there and then broke it for me, or at one time they actually said they bought in the Asuga so I could get the parts I needed, which was awesome. Not many companies would do that. Oh, that's cool, Chris. Yeah, if you have a discount code for them, absolutely, because I use them all the time. Although I think with my account, she does give me, I can't remember, I might not, but I'll try it anyway. RC Hotspot, love my Cronus and Kagama. Yeah, the Cronus is still an awesome truck. My favourite, what I used to have, which was the Shogun, which was then turned into a Kronos and is then turned into a Kagama. But the Shogun was probably my favourite looking car until they've just brought out the Punisher. The Punisher 6S from M-Line, the Corrali M-Line one, that looks awesome. But I was looking on the website and I think you can only buy it if you live in Germany. I might be wrong, but Chris might know. But yeah, that's what he was saying. No, cool, Chris. Yeah, I didn't think you did for that. Yeah, I mean that's it. A lot of like I don't. The only affiliate link I have is on Relalo, and that's it. But again, I don't really advertise the fact. I just put it, somewhere um, in the comments or in the description. Sorry. Um, but yeah, a lot of my links are just they just help people out, and if you've got a discount code, even better. M line is only available in Germany. Yeah, I thought it was. I'd be tempted just to get a flight out there to get it because it looks awesome. But you could probably, to be fair, you could probably build that. But it's getting hold of like the body and stuff because it's nearly impossible to get hold of the 6S Punisher body now. I just can't find that anywhere either because I was looking to put it on my Kagama. Yeah, your Captain, your Shogun and Kagama are set up nice. So you've got them set up really nice. Especially like the motor combo you've got in there works really well. But yeah, the Shogun was like, for me, the Shogun was always, if you wanted to go like racing truggies or something like that Shogun you could erase that out of the box. It was awesome. Just needed a little bits improving. Yeah, that's what I thought, Chris. I think there's a few little tweaks on it in there, but it's more to do with the aesthetics in it than the actual car itself. But yeah, it's getting hold of a Punisher body, isn't it? But yeah, it's a shame they don't do them. Because I think people would buy that. I think the Punisher body looks awesome. Yeah, well, I mean, the Morocco is more or less the same as the Shogun. The bodies are just slightly different, I think. The 6S. So obviously, yeah, you've got the Punisher 4S RC hotspot, but there's a German company. I can't remember what they're called, but it's called the M Line Punisher, and it's literally a 6S trugger with the Punisher body on it. But it's more or less the Kagama, but with a few little tweaks. But yeah, to be fair, I mean, overall, I did the full review on the Punisher 4S last week, and there's a few little bits on it that could be better. But I think again for the money, it's a good 4S truck. I enjoyed running it, especially when I put 6S in it. It was really good. Right, that's me done on this anyway. I'm not doing any more wrenching tonight because my back absolutely kills. I should bring the camera around a little bit, so because I don't know if you better see me or not, but oh right, oh yeah. Oh, let me see if I can put this somewhere a bit better. Oh. Sorry, I'm waving you all about here, aren't I? Oh, I don't have much room. Oh, I think that's better. All right, so M-Line is the company. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like I said, I went onto the website and couldn't really work out. And then someone said, um, you yeah, you could the warship to the US. I think if you go, there's like a bit where it says England or UK or something, but it just takes you to Basher Bodies, and that was it. So I have to excuse the bare light bulb up there. I had to take off the light shade to give myself better light for the video. Right, I think I'm gonna probably wrap that up now because yeah, I need some food. Absolutely starving. But yeah, I think pizza and chips is on the definitely. But yeah, I've enjoyed that. Thank you so much to everybody who's like, and you've all stayed as well, which is absolutely amazing. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it made you laugh a little bit anyway. I made a few mistakes, but that's what it's about, isn't it? Oh, cheers, Craig. Thank you very much. We'll have to do, like I say, a collab sometime. Be good. Cheers, Grum. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. See you later, RC Hotspot. Thank you for popping in. See you later, Grum. Cheers, mate. Cheers, Chris. It's nice talking to you, mate, as well. Speak soon. See you later, Craig. Cheers, mate. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. Take care. See you soon. I need to try and work out how to stop this now. Right, okay. See you later, Grum. Cheers. See you later, guys. Thank you. Right. How do I stop it? Right. Don't know how to stop it. Oops. Do you want to